Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got one of the better defenses in the NFL in action today. The Browns are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against the Redskins offense that will have a lot to deal with.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking. Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there. And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Second down following the run. They'll throw here. Kaiser firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw, Kaiser. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. From the gun, Kaiser. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Card out a throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait to second or third down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Shifts free at the 15. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Kaiser, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. They run the counter now on first down. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A gain of 3, second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Kaiser on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Come on, let's go!
Play fake. Kaiser. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us, offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Oh, what a move. And now running right through it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down, Kaiser. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Charles Tapper in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Kaiser. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Kaiser now. That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. 6-18. Throwing his Carr on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Kaiser now on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Kaiser from the gun on third. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They run the counter now on first down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kaiser now after the fumble recovery. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw is Kaiser. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Flex round. Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On first and 10, Kaiser. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
Here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, here's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to Amaro on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A handoff as they run the counter play. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered. But this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about. But, hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll throw here. Kaiser. He gets it to Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Kaiser on 3rd and 2. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Ohio! Ohio! He's coming, he's coming. Ohio! Ohio! Hey, watch this. Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And here now it's 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Kaiser, 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, you know, it can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Check the backer, check the backer. Check 13, check 13.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. 23 yards on the play. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
29, Raider 9, 93, Raider 2, 29, low, 5, 6, 32, Monday, 808, White Monday, 808, White Monday, 29, 7, Raider 29, Raider 9, 694.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great, strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They run the counter now on 1st down. Room to run past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Kaiser on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down, Kaiser. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake, Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. And this one is right through. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 2nd half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the gun, it's Carr. It's complete to Parker, left side. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Carr going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Down, 280, 93. Raider 9.
Now Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They go play action. Kaiser. Got him in. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From the gun, Kaiser. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns continue to roll.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defense.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, the 40, 30, the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A second down throw now for Kaiser. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Carruthers breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Kaiser now on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. To throw, Kaiser. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
He can run for it, and he will. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
To throw, it's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
29.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And that one belonging to the Buccaneers. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. This is fielded at the 27. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Black round! Black round! Come on, let's run!
Kaiser here looking to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Oh, wait, hold everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down.